Welcome everybody back with a brand new video. In today's video, it is the last and final video of 2024, and I do want to wish all my subscribers, all my followers a very happy new year. And I do hope that if you've got any new year resolutions, I hope you don't actually break any of them. For anyone that doesn't do any new year resolutions, just let me know in the comments anyway. I hope you have enjoyed this year for content, everybody. I've been literally at it nearly enough every day on Star Vlog, so if you haven't already seen the playlist, go and watch the playlist. But in this video, I'm just essentially going to go over my favourite videos I produced for the year. So if you're going to find this video interesting, entertaining, hit that like button, subscribe and share if you're new. And with that being said, let's go.
What's that? Do you pants? Do you pants?
Can't really make it out.
Is it? Watch that one. Watch it.
Oh, that.
It's a snake.
So who's going to move when you move?
No. Ready?
So the first thing I'm going to do, everybody, is going to go over to my Explorers channel, which is already on screen, Discoveries and Direction. You can also watch any of the content as well, everybody, on Rumble. So if you've got 2 seconds or even 2 minutes, create a free account on Rumble. This works similar to YouTube. Just press the follow button rather than subscription button, and it'll help massively. So if you can, if you can do that, think of that one button can change how the channel can grow. So think of that and think how much that support you can give for free. It's one button. It's a touch of a button, and your support is appreciated. It's just as much as leaving comments. If you want to ever leave comment on the videos, just do it a bit. Don't hesitate. I take criticism as a piece of cake. Why spread negativity? You can spread positivity. You can make your your comment nice. If you want to give ways of how to improve, you can do so politely. There's no need for the hatred or anything like that, is it? So yeah, any comments, any feedback, everybody, you know what to do. Leave it at any of the videos, and you will get a response as and when possible. So yeah, I'm just going to go through my Explorers video. I did write a note of the ones that are my favourites. We're going to start. This is a classic. I'm going to start off with this one. Now, I probably would assume that in the comments, why are you showing the, not the uncensored version? Now, the reason is, everybody, I did have a privacy complaint from the gentleman in the video. Initially, when the video went out, it's probably a week after I had that email, and that's how I had to re-upload it. So I'm showing the, the re-uploaded edition because I didn't want to have this video taken down, if that makes sense. But you can watch the uncensored versions on Rumble as well, and on our website as well. So I'm just going to play a quick clip, and I'm going to essentially say why is my favourite, and it really means no description or explanation, because we simply just went to the site, everybody, just to inquire whether the site's open, and we have all this madness that occurs. The way that the gentleman thinks that he can speak to us in that way is shocking by standards. There's no respect at all what he's shown us. I think it's absolutely disgusting. But I will just preview a little clip from that video here now. You can watch the full video as well, everybody, on the channel on YouTube. I'll link all the videos I discuss in the description as well. So, I'm just going to cut to the entertaining part. I wouldn't say entertaining at the time, Mike, because you just don't know what to do in that situation. We could do with the old, discrepancies, why the hell are you on my site and all that. But you just don't know how you can trigger a situation to go explosive.
Yeah, I'm on the phone to the police right now.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, we are leaving.
We are leaving now.
Yeah, we are compliant.
No, you're not. Yeah. They've just walked on the premises and they're going around.
Thing is, everybody, I do want to pick up on it as well. He even says it's illegal. It's not illegal. We made entry by peaceful grounds. We cut across a grass hedge. We've made peaceful entry anyway into the site. Public access as well. It's not all of it's blocked off. And he thinks it's aggravated as well. When you told us to leave, we left. What's the aggravation in that? I think what he was trying to do is make it aggravating in his voice for us to shout, and that would be might be some conflict there. He caused that conflict. He could have just said, You know, it's not aggravated they're leaving, and even said it on the phone call that they're leaving. So I don't even think it's on the phone. I think he might have been more upset to the fact that he knows it's closing down, doesn't want to admit it, and yeah, he just wants everyone to think, you know, from an interest in this site to scare them away, sort of thing. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous.
Private properties intruding and it's against the law and it's aggravated trespassing there and it's a licensed premises. So
A licensed premises? I don't think so. I don't think so now.
Any
Anyway.
footage she's got and he's filmed me as well.
No, not.
It's not
You
a
know.
case of now I need them to leave. They're leaving.
Yeah, we are leaving.
Yeah. And the police are on the way right now, they're right in front of me. And to be honest with you, it's very rude, very cheeky, and I want them off.
Very rude and very cheeky. I mean, I've never heard of that. Very rude, very cheeky. Just to explore a place or get answers to whoever's reopening. What's the rudeness and cheekiness? I think by far the only rude person in this video is that gentleman.
No, I'll aggravate now. Get off my site.
I am. I'm leaving.
Get off.
And to use children into the mix, he has got no morals or standards whatsoever. I mean, he thinks it's using now, he's gonna go like, oh shit, we shouldn't have gone on site at all. You know, it's preposterous. I mean, you told us to leave, we left, and you tried to insinuate something like that. I mean, is that the best you could do? I mean, seriously? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Sorry.
I even put on the sign, everybody. I mean, you know, viewers, don't get sidetracked by that. Just look how he presented himself to us. I mean, it was his total manner just been disrespectful from the offset. Before he can even finish what I was saying, he was not even interested. He was not interested from the very start of our interaction to the very end. He wanted to be abusive. And it's like, you know, you're going to be famous from that. I mean, I wasn't even going to publish this video until it's closed down anyway. So, in a way, he's going to get airtime. Just not in an airtime that he wants. And for a polite conversation, it isn't worth
You're
it.
not sorry. Get off. I got my kids in there and you're scaring my kids.
That's total bollocks, everybody. I mean, that's total bollocks. There is no children in it, and even if it was, be blurred out. I mean, I don't even know who he thinks he is, but just for saying that, it's even because we're complying, he isn't liking it, and he wants to shout out all these wild obscenities. It's, well, I can't explain it. I really can't explain it. But yeah, that is going to be my top one for this year. I mean, for Explorers anyway. I mean, he did top the ranking, I must admit. So moving on a bit, I'm just going to go to my second favourite Explorer this year, and it's the police station.
Before this video begins,
Now, the reason why it was my favourite, I mean, technically we couldn't really see much, but it's just because I'd never really explored a police station before. And to have, you know, just to even be able to take photographs of it, it was enough for me in any way. I should have done a little bit more, but, you know, you can't really, if there's no visible entry, you can't force your way onto a site. I mean, pretty much every part of the site was boarded off. It was just nothing that we could have done. So we just took as many photographs, many videos as we can see, but I think we saw pretty much a lot of it actually. I mean, how I got my camera angles, you know, just to focus on certain parts of the building, I think that's pretty good. I mean, I don't think you get many good phones that can actually do that. You know, get the balance, you know, the focus is right and things. I mean, you can even see how much focus our camera is given. You can even see the brickwork inside the building there. I'm not even sure really if it's fully demolished yet. I mean, by what I can judge there, I don't think it's far off, because I think most of it is bulldozed by this point. But yeah, it is a shame, everybody, to knock things down like this. I mean, for what it's worth, the site was massive. I mean, I remember when I filmed I think it's a 2022 Behind the Badge event of this. I'm not sure if I got the video. I might have a look on my vlog channel once I've done the review for this channel, to see whether I've got a copy of that, because the site was massive. It was really massive. I think it could potentially serve the community with a community service or something like that. Like the community could benefit from, because the site that was built on is huge. I don't think that should be you know, just taken like the housing. I mean, that is a popular one, but I think if a bit of thought went into it, I think that could be recreated as something that everyone could benefit from. But my third explore, everybody, is the Derelict Factory. No,
Just one
I
quick
think this
note
is the
before.
one. No, this might not be, or it might be the one. Yeah, I explored all different kinds. That's not the one. It's down here. It is that one there. So the reason why this is my favorite, everybody, is again similar to the last explore, but this one you can actually really see the decay, the decline, how it's decomposing. In some ways. I mean, I did like seeing the amount of rot that you get from these buildings. That's been haven't been maintained for like decades. I mean, just to see all the windows being smashed. Yes, I don't condone it being smashed in any way or being it damaged deliberately, but as explorers, where we found it like that as such. I mean, it is just like gold mine. I mean, for what the state of it is now, you can just really see the dereliction, but in that building. I mean, it's just like eye candy. As like, people want to see this sort of buildings and how if you don't maintain them, this is how the buildings are going to be like. Um, but I think just similar to the last Explorer video, I do think that all the entrances were cornered off, but I did manage to get quite a lot of footage from this Explorer actually, so I'm just gonna go further on into the video and play a little clip from it. I mean, I don't know whether I can capture the roof. I think I captured some of the roofs in some of the shots as well. But it's just like out of sight. I mean, all the trees. It gives it a really good look. Just out of sight, I mean, like you just don't see it like this. And probably right next to a big mountain too, but from what I can gather from this video. I mean, if I go from here, I think you can just about see the entrances to there. So as you can see there, everybody, that's just probably it in one shot there. I think it must be probably massive, more bigger of a building. But I don't know what happened to the rest, unless that might be a car park or something like that. Because the building is literally there, and he's talking about all the grass hedges being around about there. So it's still it's still a lot of distance between there. So they might have used that as a car park. I don't know what else they would use that for, because it just seems the building's just like out of the way. I mean, it's you've got quite a good distance to get to an entrance or to get to where you need to be within the building. So that's what stood out the most for me, I think. So yeah, that's going to conclude my third video, everybody. I do have another two explorers are my favourite. And one of them is the college. Now I'm just going to scroll through down here. Now, the reason why this was my favourite as well, everybody, because
Welcome everybody.
in all fairness, the security guard did let us on in film, which I did appreciate. Because it's not often you come across an educational facility that's just been abandoned and boarded off and things. You would want to think that every single one of them are in use. But yeah, I mean, it's a sad state of the world, every where you just come across all these places shutting down, whether it's in like the education sector, whether it's in the hospitality, or whether it's probably retail in some aspects. I mean, to have shops closing down, or bigger, big buildings like an educational campus or a factory, it's a sad state of the world that we live in. But as explorers, for anyone that gets a chance to just go out and explore, I really do think it's worth doing, because you're capturing a heritage, you're capturing what that site used to be. And for anyone that's really, really got a passion for history, you're doing the work for them. I mean, coming down about 40 years after that this video was online on YouTube, people might be thinking, what happened in this so-and-so area. I mean, obviously I never ever give locations out on the videos unless it's in exceptional circumstances, like for like a follow-up, like if it's totally demolished and used for something different, like an update. But other than that, I don't provide any locations for the videos. But for anyone that's just keen to say, this used to be there and now it's not there, it's just good for historians to just look at these videos, because I, for one, have a good interest, in explorers and explorations, because for anyone that does it, you know, as a content creation, I mean, it is a good hobby to have, I must admit. I mean, just seeing all these things left behind, I mean, some of the construction signs and tools, you know? So that is my third or fourth, probably my fourth favourite one now. And I did enjoy exploring that because, you know, it's like nearly a 40-minute video I go to that, and for what you can see in the full version of that video, I mean, it is absolutely out of this world. It's mind blowing. But the last one I really for Explorers I'm going to review, well, as my favourite, is the Abandoned School, which is the next one over. Now, the reason why this is my favourite is really because when you go into the site, or when I go into the site, sorry, like, you know, filming it, there's so many things that's just left behind in this one. I mean, you've got books, you know, you've got everything educational. I think I filmed this on my old iPhone as well. You know, you got all the kitchen stuff there. You know, just like it's just been shut up and or you know, or locked out, or you know, locked up, and that's the end of it. That's the end of like a school day, and that's the end for the buildings. You know, it's really an eyesore in some way because they literally just like walked out of that school, and that's it. It's just left in that state. I mean, it's pretty good. I've been vandalised anyway, but just looking back on this video now, it's impressive to see how much I actually explored from it. I mean, even in the main room of the school as such, you know, the main part of it, of the learning room, you can see like all the posters on the walls, pianos as well on there. You know, you don't see this. You don't really see this often. So that's gonna be really my last but favourite Explorer as well, so it's probably in the top 5. I can't really rank them, but if I were to rank any of these Explorers that I reviewed for this video, that one for the hotel has to be at the top spot. I don't think anything could beat that, with exception from, like, you know, from the other places like the college and something, but, you know, just for the sheer level of rudeness, and that's just gonna top my ranking. It really has. So it's going to review now really my favourite videos on our different channel now, Star Vlogs. If I want something to the accounting video, just search the channel up. I think that might be easier. So my favourite videos on Star Vlogs, everybody. Starting up with the top one, it's going to be the Gavin and Stacey. Now, because you didn't already see the Gavin and Stacey, you know, final, how they closed that up was pretty, like, on the edge of your seats, you know. You just don't know what was going to happen in that final. It really took your breath away at the end, though. And for me to meet the Gavin and Stacey cast, I do think that's an opportunity you don't see every day. It doesn't come to you every day. And for what's worth, I think this was the last time anyone could ever even have a photograph, have an autograph, so it was definitely a jam-packed day in some way or another. It's good in the video I didn't get there when everyone else did, because I could have met Ruth Jones and James Corden. I would have had it more of a better quality, because at the time of the video I was thinking, you know, because it's such a one-off event, I thought I'd do a live stream first. I know the quality was absolutely rubbish. You know, I thought it might have improved, but there's nothing I could have done. I could have ended the video at some point, the live, but then you just don't know while I'm, you know, getting my camera to record again. You don't know what's happening in front of you, and you could miss that crucial moment as such. So I left the live running, but in the end I did have to end it because this video that you see now would have been the same, would have been poor quality, and nobody would ever watch my video because this, you know, it's a simple click. I think that's rubbish quality, and you move on to someone else's video. So it was just a there and then moment. So I ended the live straight away, and I resumed recording. That's how you see in these characters here now. So yeah, there was lots of people there, but it was packed. I mean, we're seeing Jason there. I mean, we're lucky to stand where we were, because as soon as about maybe an hour to where we stood originally, they were all coming down, you know, like sardines essentially, like blocking us all in. Something that you see in a circus, you know. The only difference is, you know, you listen to Stereophonics. There's no cheering into the audience or anything like that. But, you know, you just get that vibe. You know, I mean, everyone's like on top of you. You feel like you're in a circus or something like that. You know, it really gives you that impression on that day as such, you know. But for what it's worth, though, I mean, the wait paid off, and I managed to produce these videos for it. And I think as the video goes on, you'll see me having a photograph now in a second.
Gwen's coming.
We're meeting them all now. Jason, get down so everybody can see.
Yeah,
So there's me really standing on, well, it was really in front. There was like a little gate. I wouldn't even call it a gate. Like a little, well, it's a gate in a sense, but not an actual one, like a bollard or something. So I stood in between the gaps, everybody. I leaped over, obviously not to make the, you know, the security guards suspicious anyway. I leaped over, you know, to get my opportunity to have a photograph of one of the stars, or to get their attention, basically. And I think, as I done that, I think it did sort of pay off there, because, you know, it just, you know, it gets them attention, you know. I mean, I've been waiting here for like a couple of hours. Can you make your way down this end, sort of thing, you know. So it's just like, it's like a chorus, but you're cheering them on, you're cheering them to come to this way, you're cheering them to go that way, you know. It's like amping the atmosphere up, you know, obviously. But yeah, had I not done that, I don't think they would have actually come. Because I think I got really lucky when they did.
Is that good? Oh, you've got loads of film.
I mean, there were so many people behind us, I didn't really get a good
There we go.
selfie.
Thank you. Look at that.
Well, believe it or not, my phone was pretty good quality, but because there was that many people there, it's not like a one-on-one selfie. But as in celebrities, you're not going to get that opportunity anyway, like a one-on-one. Which is a shame, though. But you know, they got to think about their reputation. I mean, because you know, not everyone is nice in this world, and they got to think about the safety reasonings behind it. So, as a stars, you know, people can, you know, might not like it, might have jealousy, stuff like that. You know, so I mean, for what they did, they you know, they took their time to meet and greet as many fans as they could. So you can't knock the stars for that. You can. I think it's a polite thing to do for them to do that.
Oh, it's good fun. Have a phone, Charles. Thank you. Have a phone. Yes, please. Right, press it down.
So to see the full video of the video, as I said at the start, is in the description. I do recommend watching the full video. There was another guest star that I have met as well in that video, but I'm not going to play it because there's no point for everyone to watch the full video then, is it? But yeah, the next favourite video of everybody is got to be Ben Phillips. Now, the reason why Ben Phillips is my second favourite video is... we got to find it. I think it's down here. So why is Ben Phillips my favourite video that I produce? Well, as you know, this isn't my first time meeting Ben Phillips. It's technically my second. But I don't know whether you saw the video where I explained what happened on that visit. If you didn't already see that video, I will pop it on screen now. I'm not going to go into too much because I did release a separate video explaining it. But this is my favourite video though, simply because Ben Phillips is a nationwide, global prankster, you know, on YouTube, generating millions of following. And, you know, just to have my chance, you know, just to grab their merch. I've got all the posters stuck up on my office windows. You know, just to get some free stuff from Ben Phillips. I mean, that's another reason that I wanted to go as well, and to get some of the books, get some of the like all the merchandise that you had to buy at the time for free. I mean, that gave that incentive for me, and also meeting Ben and Elliot in person with my own cameras that actually worked this time, and for me to publish the footage as well is another reasoning. As well, it's just like this is just your final time really to meet what was known really big stars back then. I mean, they had all different kinds of stuff within the office. I believe they probably had a security guard in the office as well. I'm not entirely sure. They probably might not have, but I didn't really document anything from that visit. All I had was a photo that's um, visible that I had, but as annoying thing is because I took a phone that couldn't, um, well, could record, but I didn't have the footage. So yeah, I just don't know what happened that day, really. But for me to go there with my own devices and to meet them in person, I really enjoyed that. So we're just going to play a slight little clip from this video.
Yeah,
There's a hat That is to you. I could buy it then.
I mean, it's a good job that we actually brought my GoPro on that visit, now that I actually think about it. Because we was carrying all these merchandise, so we didn't really... I mean, we probably just came with a bag. I mean, that was probably the worst idea we ever even had. But we got to realise we obviously had to make our own transport to get there. And it was essentially really grabbing as much as you could. And this is like your only opportunity. Grab what you can now, otherwise be disappointed. So yeah, I mean, had I not had the GoPro strapped to my chest while recording this content, I don't think it would have been feasible. So I probably would have missed out another time to just to record the content, record what's happening there. So the only good thing that came out was me wearing the GoPro harness, because had that not happened, it would just be disastrous. Me trying to hold a phone, trying to hold a box, trying to hold this, trying to hold that, trying to hold everything. I mean, you only got two pairs of hands, and it would just be a frustrating experience. But I thought outside the box. I had my GoPro chest harness on, and that's what saved the content basically. Because then I had my hands free to grab what I could hold the box afterwards. Everything like that. So it sort of saved some of the stress involved. But yeah, that's my favourite second video. But my third favourite video though has to be Merthyr. Now, I don't know why people think, why is Merthyr Tydfil your favourite video recorded? Well, me being a good editor really for the videos, I can't really get over the fact that, where the policemen, security guards were, running up like they're like the bill sort of thing, like now. I mean, that's just a clip, but the editing skills I did on that was brilliant, because they were literally running for their lives up there. Like I don't know what went on up there. I mean, I think they were chasing potential shoplifters or shoplifters. I'm only assuming that, though. I don't know 100%. But yeah, the way that they ran up there, I mean, it's just epic. It was just gold. It was just, I was there at the right time to record that. So I think that was brilliant. I mean, that's the only reason why I thought that was brilliant. As in the town, I mean, the town that I've revisited, I don't think I've been there in a while as such. I might have released a video about Merthyr Town about 2019-ish, so it has been a while since I last been there, and to rekindle some of the shops of the area, I think that is another way, another good thing. Just to relive what's in Merthyr, get to know what's in there, what services they offer, what shops they offer, restaurants, bars, everything, I mean, you just get a really good feel of that town. And I think for what's worth of Merthyr, I do think that's a really good town to visit. It doesn't give you like a Cardiff feel, but it doesn't really give you that. It's not really an intentional. It doesn't. Merthyr doesn't give that vibe that you're in Cardiff. I think for Merthyr being, like a rural town or in a countryside-ish area, it's possible. I mean, you could spend pretty much a day there, pretty much an afternoon there. I don't think you'd be bored within the hour there. I really don't. I mean, it just all depends how you want to enjoy your day and what you want to do with it in that area. But I hope what I've been able to record gives you that impression. That if you go there, they have got a good vary amount of retail outlets, to visit and to browse. So yeah, that's probably why I like that video. But yeah, the third favourite video of everybody is going to have to be my recent video that I recorded, and that is the drivers with Blackwood Town Centre. Now, there's only one little segment that picks out from me to make it my top favourite. Reason being, as you're going to see in this preview clip now, where we just change the radio stations naturally, and it's just this instant reaction that's gold for me. I mean, just listen to this.
Buddy, this is the road on a Sunday morning.
It just gets better every time you hear this.
By the way.
I should start singing. What the freaking hell is that?
It's just how that comes out. I mean, it was just like an instant reaction. There was nothing staged about that. That was just something that comes out. I mean, just putting on like a rock song, on a radio station, how they actually responded to that, I think is comedy gold. I mean, you could replay this video and you won't get the same reaction. You could say, I don't like this song, or what is this? Just an instant. What I mean, it is funny. I mean, the thing is, I produce these videos to have a giggle in them. I mean, not all the videos I produce are serious. I don't think any of them are. I mean, what I produce on these channels are for entertainment and for your entertainment. I'm the content creator dishing out the content for you to enjoy. And I gotta be fair, when I was filming this, I did just enjoy that reaction. I mean, it's profound. It's just, I don't know. I mean, it just gives you that. It makes the video intriguing, when you see that as a preview clip. It really do. And for that record, I am actually going to play that clip again.
This is the road on a Sunday morning.
Because, yeah, it's just gold.
Video 1 should be advert free, by the way.
I should start singing. What the freaking hell is that?
Yeah, it's just gold. I think that's probably why he's in my top 5. Because, yeah, it's just, I don't know, just something about it that just makes you want to chuckle, But yeah, my next favourite video, everybody, is the Pontypool Town Centre that I recorded. I have to search this in because it's probably an 8-month-old video now. Now, the reason why this is my favourite video, I mean, not forgetting, how well it performed in the ratings.
Before this video begins,
I mean, 2,224 views so far. I think that's still climbing, though. I think that is still gathering some attraction. But I don't think anything could beat 106k short views on this one. And I had lots of people as well, since this video was published, and I do thank the people who have said to me, I like your Pontypool video that you've recorded. I do thank for anyone that has watched this, because I think I'm more recognised from that content than any of the videos I produced on the channels. And it's really good because, if anyone comes up to me and say, I recognise you from this, I would say, oh, it's good because I want that video to get to you. I want you to watch it. It's no point being on YouTube or other social media networking sites if nobody's going to watch what you're producing. And for anyone that does watch my content, I do appreciate it. I mean, if it got to you on your YouTube homepage, your recommendations, click on the video. I mean, I was recognised from that Pontypool Town video, and I probably still am today. And I appreciate anyone that comes up to me and say, I recognise you from this, I recognise you from that. I appreciate it, because it just shows then if you're watching my content, you're liking what you're seeing, you're liking what you're watching, and you're probably subscribing, I hope. You know, so I do like anyone that's comes up to me and say, yeah, you know, I enjoy your content. I really like that. So yeah, I think the last one I video, I know it's a top 5 here, but kind of struggling for a 5th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my classic bus show in, which is this one here, the Caerphilly Classic Bus Bike Show. The reason why this was my favourite one, I mean, it wasn't really much of a classic feel, except from the the bicycles or motorbikes that you see in this video. I was expecting more buses in this event, but there's only two buses. I mean, having just one or two, it's alright. It's better than having none. But I think the event was undermarketed. They could have done with extra buses for people to see. I mean, they had a lot of history though from what I captured. So, I mean, just looking at it now, this is probably my first time watching it properly. But just seeing all these photographs there, though, I mean, in 2006 that one was there. I'm not sure if it was. I'm not sure if that is a bus company. I think it might actually be a bus company there. So I'm not sure, where this bus is or what its service is now. I just think it's more memorabilia. I don't think it's an operational bus, but it could be. I mean, where you see classic-wise, it could still be in operation in some capacity or another. So everybody, I do think that's going to conclude this video as such. I mean, I showcase my favourite videos on both channels. I don't really touch on the tech channel as such because, a tech channel video I can just produce any time. So I don't really include the tech part of it. But I'm hoping I've enjoyed everybody what I've reviewed and what are my favourites. If you did, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you've got any video ideas. And I'll be back everybody in 2025 with brand new content. So until then, everybody, have a safe start to your new year. And I thank you for your support. And let it continue on into the brand new year of 2025.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open